Hi everyone, my name is Ramana and I am a lawyer from Hyderabad. Today I wanted to talk to you about a popular instrument or a popular way that is used to transfer title, which is called the AGPA or is also known as the Agreement of Sale cum GPA. So but that's a cross of two documents. So let's talk about the simpler ones before. So let's say, for example, I own a piece of land. Let's say, for example, Alia Bhatt wants to come and buy that piece of land. So, Alia comes to me and we negotiate a rate. And let's say that we agree for, 10 rupees as the total price that is payable. But Alia tells me, Ramana, I don't have the full 10 rupees right now, which Alia would probably never say, but just for the example. Let's say that she says, Ramana, I don't have the 10 rupees with me, I have 5 now. So would you consider taking 5 and just holding on to that property for 3 months? And if I'm able to come up with the balance 5, then you can sell that property to me. So, and she also requests, can you also please give me access to the property because I have paid 5 rupees. I agree. And then I enter into an agreement with Alia, which is called the Agreement of Sale. So now Alia again is not the owner yet. But she's not a stranger to the property. She does have some rights to the property because she has access to the property. So she has possession over the property. And should things go bad, she can definitely sue me to protect her possession if I go and interfere with her possession. If it's an agreement of sale with possession. So she does have some limited rights in the property, and the document that I would enter into with Alia is called the Agreement of Sale, and her rights are protected under Section 53A of the Transfer of Property Act, for those who are interested in looking at the section. Now, let's say, so Alia says, I'll come up with the money in 3 months. If not, no hard feelings. You can give me my 5 rupees back, or you can keep 1 rupee back as penalty. Just give me my 4, and the land is yours. I will not have any right over it. But let's say after 3 months or within 2 months, Alia comes back to me and she says, "Okay, Ramana, now I have the balance 5. Let's do the sale deed." So I would then take the balance 5 rupees from Alia, and I would enter into a sale deed with Alia, right? So that is a clean, clear transaction. Now, let me contrast this with another situation. So let's say, for example, that my sister lives in London, which she does. And let's say, for example, that she says, okay, look, I am not in India. My brother is a lawyer. There's a property that I want to sell, or there's a property that I want to manage or I want to develop. I want to get electricity, I want to get water for it, but I'm not there. So I am hereby authorizing my brother to take care of the property and to improve the property. And I am giving a GPA or a general power of attorney to my brother, or a special power of attorney to my brother to improve the property. So that is a GPA, right? A general power of attorney. So we've talked about two distinct concepts now. One is an agreement of sale. The other is a GPA. Now you may be asking, okay, Ramana, where are we going with all this? Now lawyers and popular document writers have come up with a hybrid of these documents. So what they do is they enter into something called an agreement of sale cum GPA. So what that would mean is, so let's go back to the Alia example. So what I would do is I would enter into an AGPA with Alia. I would enter into an agreement of sale cum GPA with Alia. And Alia would not just give me 5 rupees, but she will give me 10 rupees. Entire sale consideration is paid. So 10 rupees I have received. I give her possession to the property, unrestricted access to the property. I do not have the right to interfere with her possession under the AGPA. I also undertake in the AGPA to come whenever Alia calls me to execute the document in favor of a third party. So let's say Alia wants to sell to to Karina, right? And so Alia can, put me on notice, Ramana, I want to sell to Karina. I want you to come and execute a sale deed in favor of Karina. She has that power under the AGPA, or even better, the AGPA may say that Ramana is hereby selling the property to Alia under this agreement of sale, and that Ramana will have no right in the property whatsoever, and Ramana has given a GPA to Alia, and Alia can sell the property to anybody she wants without any reference to Ramana. And this is called an AGPA. This is an agreement of sale that I give in favor of Alia, number one. And this is also a GPA. It's coupled with the GPA through which Alia can, as a general power of attorney holder, she can sell the property to a third party. Now, the only problem with this agreement of sale, come GPA or an AGPA, is that it does not transfer title, which is a huge problem. So because if Alia has paid me 10 rupees, she would expect to be the owner of the property. She would expect to enjoy it as she sees fit. If she wants to sell it, she should have the right to sell it. But the Supreme Court, in a case called Suraj Lamps, somewhere I think in 2011 or so, has come down very heavily on these AGPA sales, where a sale happens through an AGPA and not through a sale deed. Now, you may be wondering, well, why do people enter into an AGPA when you can just do a sale deed? Well, the reason is because it attracts lesser stamp duty and so on. So, to avoid just that 1% or 2% stamp duty, I think people just cheap out and they enter into an agreement of sale come GPA. But eventually that will come back to bite them, because the Supreme Court is categorical in saying that an agreement of sale come GPA or an AGPA does not transfer title. So what that basically means is Alia will never be the owner of that piece of property. And I think some of the thinking that went into the Supreme Court's holding that is because, let's say because now Alia is the agreement holder, she has a GPA which forces me to do what she wants. Let us say that I don't show up. What happens then? What if, for example, I give her an AGPA, but I do a sale deed to somebody else because, I haven't transferred any title to her. I have just given her an agreement of sale, and that sale is never technically concluded until I do a sale deed in her favor. And, if she is just happy with the AGPA, thinking that she is the owner of the property, then what prevents me, Ramana, from entering into another transaction with a third party? So the Supreme Court has come down heavily on these AGPA sales, and even today, I routinely see people trying to buy property through an AGPA, sale, and like never do that. Always insist for a sale deed, even if you have to pay that extra stamp duty, because if you're not even the owner of that property as per the law laid down by the Supreme Court, what is the point of paying all that money and then creating ambiguity and just headaches for yourself? Don't do it. Always use an AGPA. So to summarize all this, don't buy property through an AGPA. Always insist for a sale deed. An AGPA as an agreement of sale come GPA is at best only an agreement of sale. It gives you some rights in the property. It gives you the right to access the property, but it does not convey title in your favor. So therefore, you will never be the actual owner of that property. So always insist for a sale deed. Do not use an AGPA to transfer title or to buy property. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching.